This training video highlights changes that have been made to the response section in FamilyNet. Response functionality largely remains the same, but there have been some improvements and policy updates covered in this video. While in a response, on the Persons Involved page, adults in and out of the home will now show as Consumer Adult in Home or Consumer Adult Out of Home. The role name was also updated on the intake pages. Consumer Adult should continue to be selected for the parents or guardians of the reported children, whether they live in or outside of the children's home. For adults who aren't consumers, you continue to have the option to select Collateral non-DCF and pick a role subtype of kin collateral, Other Household/Case Member, which used to be called Other Case Member, or Professional Collateral. Per policy, kin collateral should be used for adults who are not the child's parent or guardian, who are currently acting or in the future may act in a caregiving role. If need be, based on what you learned during the response, you can change the role that was entered during screening. On the BRC page for both intake and response, you can now select consumers and non-consumers in the same requests. This includes the ability to select out-of-state query and/or SORI requests for kin collaterals and other household/case members. You will still use the general BRC to check babysitters and/or other collaterals that aren't case members if needed. In the allegations section, death has been removed for both intake and response. Instead, you will choose the allegation of neglect or physical abuse that is thought to have led to the death. An important change was made to disposition. To support a policy change, it will now be possible to select a response disposition of no services required when the overall response decision is substantiated concern. Previously, you had to select open for services when the overall response decision was substantiated concern. Now, when clinically appropriate, the case can be closed after the response. A new response outcome letter is available for this response outcome. Many of the other response letters have also been updated to reflect current policy language. Many places where you had to enter narrative text have been removed to streamline the process of notifying consumers. Several enhancements have been made to the DA referral section. You will now be able to see the DA referrals made in the intakes associated to the response by clicking the View Intake DA Referrals button. Response workers who need to file a DA referral based on the intake DA referral can use the new Copy DA Referral button. After copying, just enter the referral date and referral comment. All other information will be pre-populated. This concludes the training on the FamilyNet response changes. Also, see the training video on FamilyNet intake changes available on the DCF intranet.